What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Game 15 of the ARL regular season. This will be the last game of the regular season and the playoffs are coming up next. Hope you guys enjoy this video. And the first at bat of the game, Caleb comes up to bat. And Josh nails him with the pitch up high. Caleb is not happy about that one. He walks over to first base and calls a ghost runner. You can see here in the replay, he caught him right in the shoulder. See his reaction there. Next at bat, Caleb gets a 2-strike count and watches the ball in the inside corner that breaks in. We'll definitely be doing a tutorial of those videos sometime throughout this off season. How to throw curveballs and stuff. He hits one right back at me and I turn around just in time to get the out. And headed into the bottom of the first, the score is Mudcats 0, Hustlers 0. Here we go. And the first at bat on the bottom of the first, Josh comes up and gets himself a walk. Takes the ghost runner at first. The next at bat, Caleb actually does a bounce pitch, which these are extremely hard to do, and again, we'll be doing a tutorial on all those different pitches sometime. As you can see in the replay, I definitely was not expecting it. It just falls right in there. Next at bat, Caleb gets 2 strikes on me and strikes me out with a pitch up high. And with a runner on base, we wait for Daddy to get her out of the way with the lawnmower there. Sorry for that. Caleb gives me the pitch I'm looking for and tries to bounce another one in. I was ready for that one. Yeah, we're sorry for that lawnmower in the way. We had the field cut and they wanted the rest of the yard cut as well, so just a little celebration there. You can see my celebration in that video there. Next at bat, laid down a bunt straight to him. It was actually kind of a bad bunt, but it takes too long getting to it, and I get a double off of it. Next at bat, Caleb pitches one low down and I just miss it completely. And since it was an unsuccessful bunt, I was allowed to bunt again, and he just makes a complete error on that and I get a run on first. Next at bat, I take the walk. Get the bases loaded. Well, I was wrong. I actually took off for second on that. So at the end of the first, the score is Mudcats 0, Hustlers 3. With me reaching first base with that last out, I brought in the runner from third base, causing the score to be 3-0 Hustlers. And the first pitch of the second inning, I get Caleb with a curveball that breaks outside. You can see the replay, it breaks. And later on in that bat, I get him to ground out to the straight to the pitcher, to me at the mound. So with one out already, Caleb comes up to bat. And I go right back. You can definitely tell he was not expecting that at all, and it just goes right. And the final pitch of the inning, I go with a slow bounce pitch. I was expecting him to crush this one. And these are extremely hard to hit, man, I'm telling you. Now going into the bottom of the second, the score remains Mudcats 0, Hustlers 3. And the first at bat of the inning, I'm pretty sure this was a 3-2 count. I crushed one to center field. And it didn't quite go out, I don't think. It was right there at the fence. So I just take my runner at first. Next at bat, he wasn't expecting a bunt. I lay down a bunt, and he's just a little bit too late. And I run through it. Get 2 runners on base. Next at bat, I hit it past the fence, rolled past the fence. So I go to first and wait for him to get the ball. Next at bat, I hit it into shallow right field and got a little bit greedy, and he ended up throwing me out at second base. And I forgot to show you guys the replay, but on the bunt I had, he threw out the runner coming home. If he throws it there before I get the first, that runner was out. So that was just. And at the end of the second inning, the score remains Mudcats 0, Hustlers 5 now. And I believe this is Caleb's best inning he had. He gets the first pitch and hits it into deep left field, picks up a runner on base. He comes right back the next at bat and hits it to right field this time, gets another runner on base. The next at bat, Caleb comes up and hits a pop-up into center this time and gets his other runner on base. Bases loaded. And with bases loaded, gets a little bit anxious. So pitch one on the inside corner and get him jammed up for out number 1. And this is really when the game turned for him here with bases loaded. I throw a pitch that I should not have thrown, and he hits a grand slam off of it, actually. So he really, really needed that one. And, you know, he takes the slow trot all the way across the bases. And he finally trots into home plate. And for the final out of the inning, he grounds out right to me, and I go tag the bag very softly. And going into the bottom of the third, the score is now Mudcats 4, Hustlers 5. And the first at bat of this inning, I get a solid base hit into left field and get a runner on first. Next at bat, Caleb gives me a pitch and strikes me out down low. And after going deep in this count, I crushed one to right field. Might have added a little bit extra on the celebration there. Probably not really necessary. The replay shows sit back on it just a little bit and drive it out there for a home run. Just to make him a little bit mad, I go left-handed and get another solid base hit and take advantage of it and run all the way home. And he tries to beat me back with the throw, but it's just late. You can see there in the replay, he was definitely late with the throw. And the last pitch of this inning comes in. I'm still batting left-handed and ground out right to him. And at the end of the third inning, the score is Mudcats 4, Hustlers 8. And that brings us to our trivia question of the day. What is a group of ravens called? Your answer choices are A, an unkindness, B, a slob, C, appealing, or D, a horde. And the answer is A, an unkindness. I definitely did not know this, but comment down below if you knew it. And with 2 strikes, Caleb tries messing me up there a little bit, stepping out of the box, and making me wait a little bit longer, and I don't think he was quite ready either. With 1 out. And with 1 out already, Caleb takes the first pitch in the next at bat and takes it to deep left field for a base hit. And he actually gets a double off of it. And I figured I should probably put this in here, Caleb's bat twirling skills here. Look at that skill. What a legend. Takes the very next pitch though, right down the middle. Gets another base hit to have 2 people on base. And the next at bat, he comes up and strikes out swinging for out number 2. Going into the bottom of the 4th, the score is Mudcats 4, Hustlers 8. First at bat. Caleb gives me a pitch and for ball 4, and I take my base. Next at bat, bunt one down and just jog over there. I wanted no rush. And he throws me out. Last at bat of the 4th inning. I actually really wanted to hit this one out, but I decided to lay it down at the end and jog it out for out number 2. At the end of the 4th, the score is still Mudcats 4, Hustlers 8. And the Mudcats need 4 runs to stay in this game. First at bat of the inning. First pitch comes in, he's ready to swing and grounds right out to me for out number 1. Next at bat, just to really prolong the game. Didn't want to finish. He hits one right back up the middle. Caleb does, and giving the Mudcats 1 runner on base with 1 out. And the final at bat of the inning, he leaves a runner stranded and grounds out to the pitcher. I track him down and hold him with the ball. And that's the final. Your final score is Hustlers 8. Thank you guys so much for joining us for game 15. And up next, we'll have the playoffs with this beautiful thing right here for you guys to see someone lift up. Oh, and that's all you get to see of that, folks. You'll get to see it more if you watch the next episode, which will be the playoffs, best out of 3 series between the 2, and the Hustlers will have the number 1 seed for the home games of game 1 and possibly game 3. So stay tuned for that, and you guys have a great day.
Make sure to like and subscribe.